happened to Tony D'Angelo? Now, 2 weeks ago, Tony D'Angelo was obviously by himself right at the end of NXT as we was left on a cliffhanger. Who did Tony D see? That was the question. As I said, this was 2 weeks ago and we still don't know the answer. It's really interesting. I really don't know what they're planning to do here. We did wonder if this could have been a call-up, but obviously we've not seen him on the main roster. There's seemingly no news from wrestling dirt sheets or anything. No kind of spoilers out there as to what this was or is going to be. I don't believe the people that just say, oh, WWE's forgotten about it, because I think that's BS. I think this is something they're obviously prolonging. And eventually when they bring him back, oh my God, here's a really cool storyline for Tony D'Angelo. A few people mentioned, though, last night on Raw's Things You Might Have Missed, that the Don is alone for the first time. In fact, he's not even the Don anymore. In this promo, he says, don't call me the Don. He's alone. He's down. And he lost. Kind of very reminiscent of what we saw last night with Bayley. Bayley feels like she's lost everything. Bayley feels alone. Bayley feels the mistakes. And then the lights went out. Okay, the Don saw someone. Bayley's went out and we heard the laugh and the ding-dong. But is there a connection there? It's a loose theory, but maybe something worth remembering. Knowing WWE, they'll just bring Tony D'Angelo back with a new gimmick like he's an ice cream man or something. Who the hell knows? This is Things You Might Have Missed from WWE's NXT. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. So while there's no actual news for Karrion and Scarlett, we didn't expect the NXT crowd to chant "We Want Cross." It's a very close set audience. But there has been a development, and tomorrow we could get some answers. As Ariel Helwani has confirmed, Wednesday, live in the studio, will be Karrion Kross and maybe Scarlett. Maybe we get the both of them. I think this is obviously going to plug his book, but not only that, Ariel is one of the best interviewers out there. Genuinely, there's no holds barred when it comes to Ariel Helwani. So obviously he's going to ask the questions. What will the answers be? Well, I guess you got to watch it and find out tomorrow. I'm sure we're going to talk about it on tomorrow's news video. An incredible match to start off this week's NXT as Nia Jax took on Lash Legend and both women delivered an absolute banger. This match was exactly what we predicted it to be. Lash showing off her strength with a very dominant Nia Jax. Just look at Lash Legend here, but it was her own power that was her downfall. Multiple times in the match, lifting Nia up and then Nia dropping down on top of Lash through the announce table, with the finish of the match, Lash pulling Nia off the ropes for a powerbomb to then receive an annihilator, with Nia actually hitting two, realising she needed two to put Lash away. Nia wins tonight, but barely. I honestly hope this is the start of a series of matches for these two, because this was incredibly good. If you watch my channel regularly, you know I don't say this ever, but if you don't watch NXT, this is a match you have to go and watch. This was so good. Joe Hendry was successful tonight. He defeated Charlie Dempsey on NXT, but I think this match had an alternative purpose, and actually a really good one, as the commentary team, Vic Joseph namely, actually went through Joe Hendry's wrestling experience. And not just the fact, he faced Randy Orton at WrestleMania. They pointed out that he was a British senior national champion in Greco-Roman freestyle wrestling, saying that he was in the 2018 Scottish Freestyle Commonwealth Games team. That's huge to get him over in that way. You have to feel sorry for Josh Briggs tonight. He came out to the ring to do a promo, and let's just say the NXT crowd definitely don't like Josh Briggs. Not only did they boo him, he is a heel after all, but they did chant "shut the hell up," as well as turn his mic off. What a chant! Long story short though, he would challenge Yoshiki Inamura to a Philadelphia street fight next week, and Inamura would come out, accept the challenge, say the honour will be in beating you. The brawl was on, with Inamura standing tall. Inamura, by the way, is one of my favourite NXT stars right now. I really hope he sticks around long past this feud. A really good sit-down interview tonight backstage with Jordynne Grace. A lot of people obviously unhappy last week with the fat shaming that we heard from Blake Monroe in the promo. But you know what? I think they turned it around this week. I think sometimes you need to do these kind of storylines to then deliver the message that Jordynne Grace did with this promo. It's very powerful. Jordynne literally addressing the mini Jordynne Graces out there tonight. You got to believe there's little girls watching this that will see Jordynne Grace as a role model. So sometimes these kind of storylines, all right, they're not exactly what you want to hear, but they have a very powerful message to deliver, and it works. We did find out, though, that next week, Ava is going to make Blake Monroe come face-to-face with Jordynne Grace in the ring ahead of their match at Heatwave. Lainey Reed would wish Fatal Influence and JC Jane specifically good luck tonight in their tag match. Is Lainey Reed trying to join Fatal Influence? That could be interesting. Lola Vice and Kelani Jordan would actually win the tag team match tonight, defeating JC and Fallon. JC was completely out of it though. Kelani Jordan was the one who pinned JC Jane. So does that make Kelani #1 contender for the NXT Women's title? Worth noting though, it was certainly the backfist by Lola Vice that knocked out JC Jane. My God, what a backfist. That's like something you'd expect to see in UFC or boxing. Like, you've just won a hell of a match. That is it. No one's getting up from that. TNA's Ash by Elegance and Masha Slamovic was in the audience though to watch this tag match, as obviously the challengers just keep lining up for the double champion, JC Jane. Alba Fyre was in action on NXT this week. She'd go one-on-one with Kendal Gray and be victorious. Gotta say as well, Kendal Gray, honestly, I think she's going to be a really big deal in WWE. I've seen a few bits from her, but watching her in this match, yeah, she's an absolute natural. This match came around because Chelsea was trying to work out who it was that Tavion Heights had recruited to face Chelsea and Ethan Page. And after the match, Tavion revealed that person as Olympic gold medalist Tyra Mae Steele, and she dominated. German suplex for Alba Fyre, German suplex for Piper Niven, and even one for Ethan Page also. I'm down for this, so it looks like we're going to get Tavion Heights and Tyra Mae Steele versus Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. Well, before that, we found out that next week, we're going to be getting Chelsea and Ethan Page extending the olive branch with a Canadian-USA peace treaty. Oh, that's not going to end well, is it? Oh my God, what are Hank and Tank doing? Here they are dressed up as Zarya and Solruka, and again as fumigators. Because if you didn't know, they was in disguise after promising Ava that they wouldn't get involved in Darkstate's match tonight. The 8-man tag main event was incredible tonight as Darkstate took on Moose, Trick Williams, JeVon Evans, and Femi. Darkstate would pick up the win though, beating 4 of the best in NXT and TNA as Trick Williams abandoned JeVon Evans. Those two will square off next week with the winner facing Femi. Hank and Tank would then come out and brawl with Darkstate at the end of the show. They cut this off really quickly though. For something they've built up all night, I kind of think that's a bit of a letdown. But I do wonder now, are Darkstate the next NXT Tag Team Champs? I feel like they've got to be, right? A very respectable 7.5 tonight for NXT. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Always interested to read your comments. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, you'll never miss another upload. Like the video, share the video. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow. Peace!